Hello, folks. We're here, but I can guarantee you we're going to be not zoomed out enough and then also a little blurry, so I'm going to fix that. But I can't fix it perfectly yet because Mal's not here. There, so that's like a halfway done thing. Good morning.
Hi.
Welcome to breakfast stream. Paul is here.
Yep.
And Mal will be here as soon as she finishes my French toast. Because she's working on my French toast. But Paul is visiting. He travels occasionally.
A little bit.
Like a little bit. He his job requires him to be kind of all over. And occasionally he gets close to us and then comes visit. You were last here in June.
Yeah.
So. But you were here at the perfect time to miss breakfast stream. Because otherwise you would have been...
Yeah, I think that trip I came down on a Friday and went home on a Sunday, so yeah.
So, just missed it a little bit.
Yeah.
But this time, Paul's here. And actually, we moved Lunch Bunch to Thursdays.
So I'll hit that as well.
So you get both check marks.
Mm-hmm.
And ever increasing attendance. So how is everyone doing today? Everyone doing good? Is it a good Thursday?
It's French toast.
Really want French toast now. I'm excited about the French toast.
I'm gonna eat it right in front of you.
That's fine. Yours is still warm. Mine is coming, and then mine will exist in warm.
Savor.
I still have the mouth ulcers that I was talking about on Tuesday, so I was like, I can't do normal toast. It's too hard. And Mal was like, I'll just make you French toast, and I was like, that's soft. Let's do that.
It's good.
How is it with that bread? Because that bread is like super whole grain.
I like it. I mean, I like whole grain bread too. So
yeah, I know there's some people that they cannot get past whole grain bread.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are tired.
I'm imagining it with like the bread that's got ridiculous amounts of seed on top and have crunchy French toast.
Yeah,
that might not be good.
Some of them seem like they're just like covered in birdseed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put you in the middle. You
Okay.
can. I don't know what.
This?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh my god.
There was an extra egg.
Okay. You want an extra piece?
Maybe.
Can we set that down there for me, please? And then that.
You got it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll.
And then set that there in case Chaz needs to get a hold of you.
In
Yeah,
case Chaz needs to get a hold of me.
That's how we do that.
I mean, it's true. All right. Now that you're here,
We can focus the camera.
I can
Okay.
probably make this a
You
little
can
bit
take a
better.
piece.
Thank you.
There's a little bit more egg on that one.
I see
Zoom
that.
this out a little bit more. Okay. And then.
Good morning, peoples.
But maybe that's the secret. Maybe it really is just birdseed on that seedy bread.
Yeah, that's the only difference.
There.
When you make your French toast, add a little bit of like heavy creamer or half and half. That's the secret. Don't add milk. You gotta add half and half. At least.
At least.
Brandon, yes. My new video should be Saturday. I already did the first pass. What's my French toast recipe? I made 6 pieces with 4 eggs. It's like a 2-to-1 ratio with eggs and heavy creamer. And then fresh nutmeg, cinnamon, vanilla, a little bit of sugar.
It's good.
I will be able to. I mean, I can verify this from past experiences, but I can verify this with first-hand experiences in a moment. But you gotta properly
Use enough syrup.
sauce it.
We went to a place the other day and Stephen had pancakes
It came with pancakes.
and there was not enough syrup.
Yeah, and it was like, it was a nice breakfast. It was 2 pancakes and there was some other stuff, and they brought you like the real maple syrup, and because of that, I felt bad. I was like, oh.
Here, I'll take a little extra.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I felt bad to like be like, I need more Sorry, as some other people in the world may call it, syrup.
Nice
But-
try.
Yeah, I tried. But yeah, I felt bad to ask because I was like, oh man, this is like the real stuff. And like,
Normally I have real stuff. I'm kind of surprised I don't.
I almost wanted to be like, hey, I need more syrup. But you can like bring like the Walmart kind. Do you have the Walmart kind? It's fine.
You just like start making your own by getting a cup of hot water and some sugar packets.
Yeah.
Basically just caramel.
Yeah, just actually bring me this stuff. I'll make it myself. Do you guys have lemonade on the menu?
You got some Bunsen burners?
Yeah, I'll just make it myself. It's fine. Anyway, let me open this up quick. So I know we have.
Brandon
some.
said that's like preferring canned green beans to fresh.
I mean, yeah, and it's not that I necessarily prefer the, what would you call it, fake stuff to real stuff, but like the real stuff is very expensive.
Well, so speaking of the canned green beans, though, we actually did hear some lady at the next table at a restaurant getting super mad because the green beans they brought her didn't taste like green beans. They weren't soft enough.
It's a very specific
Like
problem.
Like she was expecting canned green beans, and they, you know, it was a restaurant. They serve fresh ones, so
Something's wrong with these beans.
basically.
We got a sub. This is actually from the other day. This is after the stream last time ended. Two nights ago? Was that when I did it? I think it was 2 nights ago. From
Yeah.
seemingly Jess. Thank you, Jess. And then this morning we got 12 months from Italian Lad 1. Congrats on an entire year. It's awesome. We got 200 bits from Rocktron LPs. Rocktron, thank you. 4 months for Samus 2008. Thank you, Samus. Appreciate it. Yankee Gal 13 gives a sub to Crunchy Toast, putting them at 1 month. Yankee Gal, thanks. 5 months from Risaka Gaming, who says, wow, 5 months. It's been a blessing to watch you 2 in the morning. Going shopping for one of my best friend's baby showers today. Can't wait to meet her little boy in December. Hope you have a great day. Aw. Well, good luck with the shopping, I guess. But I think it's just exciting because you get to have the excitement of like, oh man, your baby's coming. And we just did that.
Yeah.
The excitement of, oh, the baby's coming. Because James, how old is James now?
Carly was here in August, so August.
So
2
it's
months.
been, yeah, almost 2 months. Man, time's going fast. Time's going real fast. Also 5 months from Sardani01. Thank you, Sardani. And then 12 months from Sirius Kano says, and that's my crunchiversary. Dang, time does fly. Also, hi, Paul. Hi. Coffee. 500 bits from Gameboy 18, who says, good morning, everyone. Had a quick question. Paul, are you excited for the Round 1 arcade that is opening in the Beaver Creek Mall?
Oh yeah.
I'm really excited for it. Didn't know if you were... I didn't know you were in Beaver Creek until I saw the Moon Party vlog.
Yeah, so I do live in Beaver Creek, and yeah, I was very excited to see that they're opening a Round 1 there where the Sears used to be. I've been to a Round 1 before up in Seattle, really enjoyed it, so I've been walking by the mall, you know, once or twice a week, just watching the progress, trying to peek in through the construction.
Yeah.
Looks like it'll still be a few months, but that'll be nice to have right by me.
Round 1 is great because there's one near Emile, and anytime we go visit Emile, we go to the Round 1, and holy crap, it's fun.
We
Oh,
took
yeah.
your parents there.
We did take my
I did
parents
the
there.
I forget the Japanese word. The picture booth
Yeah,
with your mom,
yeah,
and it was not translated, and so
yeah.
that
well,
was
that's
fun.
That's actually, I think, one of the appeals of Round 1 is that there's so many Japanese,
Things you wouldn't
cabinets.
find
yeah,
in a normal arcade.
and they're not even like translated. They just bring them there, and they're like,
Wasn't
there
there a
you go.
Rhythm Heaven game?
mm-hmm,
That was fun.
yep.
Ches wants to see your mom play DDR.
So do I, Chaz.
I want to see that too.
I'm sure there at some point in the past when I had like the soft mats in high school she played, but I don't know if there's video evidence of that. Kikyo gifting out 5 subs. Thank you, Kikyo. I'm working my way down there. 10 months from Lee L. Pritchett, who says, hello. I just wanted to say that weather in Texas is crazy. Yesterday was in the 90s, now it's 56. You blink and the whole climate changes. Hope you have a great day. Hi, Paul.
Hey, I was in Texas 2 weeks ago, so
Yeah, no matter where you are, Paul could probably relate. Because Paul is, so what's
Paul's
like...
everywhere.
Paul is everywhere. Yeah, Paul is omnipresent. What's like the top 3 or 4 places that you end up going to, like the most?
Little town called Altus, Oklahoma. We have some flight simulators there, and I work on flight sims. It is like a town of 20,000 in southwestern Oklahoma. It's a pain to get to. It doesn't have an airport. I kind of like it, but it is a pain to drive there.
Yeah.
Because I got to like fly and then drive another 2 hours, and
So that's where you are the most.
That's where I am the most.
Okay.
But we've also got, we got some stuff up here in North Carolina. I go to New Hampshire sometimes. I have to go to Seattle like once or twice a year. It really depends. Like every year is different. It just all depends what's going on. But yeah, basically I work. I buy flight simulators. I'm an engineer, the lead engineer on a flight simulator project, and so we've got them all over the country. And I've got to go meet the people who made the plane that we're making the flight simulator based on. So I got to go meet that. I got to go to the factory where we're building sims. So I just got to go all over the place.
Thomas says, for a place that has plane sims, you think there'd be an airport.
You don't need an airport. You just have the simulator.
Well, there is an airport.
You can pretend.
There is an airport. There's a runway, but there's no airlines serve it. So.
I see. Yeah. So if anyone was ever curious about what Paul did, I think that was probably a pretty good explanation, especially considering it came from Paul. Let's see. We also got a 6-month sub that's double plus gold toast tier 2 from Kikyo, who
Gold
says
toast.
making the most of 6 months of toast. Oh, that's fun. That's like a fun breakfast themed Dr. Seuss. We got 500 bits from Gold Mage, who says watching this on my new computer with potato niches. Can Steven pronounce that?
Knish.
Knish.
I'm pretty sure.
So, yes, Austin and I are probably going to geek out about plane stuff that happened at New Year's.
I think he's supposed to be here today, too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm actually glad about that because Austin loves to talk planes.
And it's fascinating.
I like to listen.
Yeah.
But I cannot contribute to the conversation. I'm just like, I rode in a plane.
Him and Nikki are naming planes, and we're like, I don't know what that plane is. Sagan.
Yes, I have been to Clinton, Oklahoma, to answer the question.
If so, why?
I haven't. I guess I'll say I haven't been to it. I've driven through it on an Altus trip, but yes.
Goldmage says also loving Link's Awakening, by the way.
Thank you.
Cute.
I'm loving it too.
Yeah, and there will be more. Tomorrow's Friday. There'll be more tomorrow. I wonder how far we'll get.
Fossex says, any plane. Is this a 747?
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Like, the little ones I know is not, but to me, there's only 2 planes.
Like a Cessna?
There's only 2 planes. No, 3 planes. There's 3 planes. Biplane, small plane, and 747. And if there's more than that, I've never been aware.
You've seen one of the really big Dreamliners.
That's a big 747.
Because whenever we go down to Charleston, like when we picked up Jepson.
The
like,
Dreamlifter.
Yeah, and they're huge.
Like animals, they come in different sizes. So there's still a 747. It's just a big one. What about fighter jets? That's not a plane. That's a jet. That's different.
I'm pretty sure.
It's completely different. Not even the same.
A380, I had one of those for my Australia trip. I really liked it, but I've only been on it that one time. So.
Oh yeah, Thomas, you know planes too.
Oh yeah, Thomas's dad is a plane.
Careful with this.
I see
You
it.
about spilled
No,
syrup
it's fine.
all over my phone and the keyboard.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I should have given you a ceramic plate instead of the
You
plastic
should
plate.
threw it in a bowl.
That too.
I can't be trusted. Yeah, Thomas's dad is a plane enthusiast and pilot.
Yep.
Thomas's dad is a plane.
Therefore, Thomas is part plane.
At least 50%.
Thomas
A
is
pilot,
pilot. Or he's saying that's what I need to say. Pilot, honey. Thomas's father is a pilot, honey. Really, a different connotations. Will you read the next word?
Yes. I didn't know Thomas was half plane.
Deepest lore.
Plane bees make the pilot honey.
It's absolutely true.
Chaz, I'm eating toast. I'll die. Please. Oh. Okay.
Satsy used 300 bits and said, I have egg rolls and tofu for breakfast. I tweeted you a picture. Now you can know how small the egg rolls are to know how small the square pan is. Thanks, I'll have to check that out. I've been interested in using one, but I have no space in the kitchen for anything anymore.
Is there a chance that we can see the picture?
Oh, yeah.
I mean...
Brandon, do you want me to post it? Or
yeah, if Brandon
Fossex
or Ahmad has it to post on the screen, that would be convenient. I'm just thinking, like, then I don't have to get out my... where is my phone? Oh, there's my phone.
Then you don't have to get out your phone?
Brandon, sure, that's fine. Show us the picture.
Ooh, that looks really good.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, Thomas is ahead of me.
That's fancy.
That is it, Thomas.
You did it, Thomas. Neat. That is fancy.
Is that Bonito on there, I think?
Bonito flakes?
Our cats love those. When I make dashi stock, oh, the cats go nuts. I'm pretty sure they would drink that stock if they could. Thomas says, I wanted to say hi, Paul.
Hi, Thomas.
He said he was supposed to be working on a video, but he decided not to. He's got things to do, but he's, just stopping in. Mm-hmm. Stopping in to hear that his father is a plane. Yep. And that he is part plane. Anyway, Satsy, thank you for the bits. Appreciate it.
Taking a break.
That's what I shout at Mal whenever I feel...
Whenever I catch you not working.
When I feel cornered also. 13 months from Perentry, who says, I can't believe it's been 13 months already. Time is going fast. Soon we'll be at, what's the one that's 1.5?
16? 18?
18. Why did you take this from
Eat
me?
your French toast. I'll read alerts. Before you spill syrup everywhere.
You're really worried about this.
Uh-huh.
I've never spilled syrup before. Up here, in this particular seat.
We need to get a plate that has a little drain into a tube at the bottom of it.
Oh yeah, with like
and then you'll just have
it's kinked, so you can open it and drain the syrup into your mouth.
Yeah.
Just read. I don't want to hear about draining syrup into my mouth.
Yankee Gal 13 gifted a sub to Steven is tired.
I'm okay. Maybe a little bit, but not bad. I'm not having coffee this morning though, so. But I am having tea. It's got caffeine.
Dan bought Cheer Wine yesterday and left it here, so I had a Cheer Wine.
That's a good move.
Kikyo 539 gifted 5 subs to Lixrin, LXRYN, Hunteno. How would you pronounce that? Huntino? Yeah. Monado Master got a gift sub. Hello Nurse 92 and Gaming Fan 1928.
You did. That was good.
Thank you.
That's good work.
People are honking.
Press Y to honk.
Paul has Untitled Goose Game, and Dan played it last night. And I think my favorite part was Dan's reaction to it.
Dan really, really loved Untitled Goose Game.
I could watch Dan play that for a while.
I know that he sat down with the intent of playing just a small amount, but he just kept playing.
And it was very amusing to me.
And every once in a while he would stop and ask if someone else wanted to play, and I was like,
we want to watch you play.
Yeah, I definitely want to watch Dan play this game. There's no amount of me playing the game that would be anywhere near as enjoyable as seeing Dan enjoy this game. But yeah, it was great. The game also is really fun.
Yeah. Murmur gifted 5 subs, and those went to Wolf Dragon Blood, Matt Harrington, Shindos, oh man, Beiruso? Sue? What do you
You're
think?
looking at me.
You're the one who normally reads these. I'm bad at pronunciation.
You wanted to do it, so now you gotta do it.
Because I want you to eat your French toast.
Now you gotta do it.
And the last gift sub went to Board Gamer 1321. Thank you, Murmur.
Should just get a text-to-speech and let it read all the names and whatever it comes up with. That's canon for how it's pronounced.
Streamlabs actually has that feature. Some people, some streams enable it for messages which is, in my opinion, insane. Because then people can just type whatever they want and have it come out of the stream, and I'm like, that seems dangerous. But yeah, I think it'll actually read names too. I can't imagine what it would do to some of the names. And I'm really curious how it would pronounce syrup. Brandon says that means NCS is insane. That seems about right.
Yeah, my old GPS used to say boulevard, so.
You think that would be something
Yeah.
they'd get right?
Yep.
Diamond Lux, sorry, my shirt says, be who you want to be, and there's a bunch of different evolutions on it.
Oh man, I'm also wearing a Pokemon shirt.
Yeah.
I am not. I didn't get the memo.
Sorry, I didn't even know Stephen was.
We speaking of Pokemon, I don't know when this will be out, and I don't want to put pressure on Dan, but I'll just say that we recorded it. We did Pixelmon. We got to play an episode. It was a long episode of Pixelmon, and that was really enjoyable. It was more enjoyable even than I thought it would be. Just the fact that there are so many. I mean, it's Pokemon. Like, you're walking around Minecraft world, and there's Pokemon everywhere.
And you can forget to Minecraft for a while.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which I did. I think you did.
Yeah. And the other thing is, Dan told me, he was like, it took me so long before I needed to eat food. And I was like, yeah, but think about what you're doing in Minecraft. Normally, you're crafting, or you're running.
And trying to survive mobs.
Yeah, and if you're exerting yourself, then, you know, that's why you get hungry in the game. And in the Pokemon part, you don't do any of that. You're just walking around. So that's, that's why.
The Pokemon can kill your Pokemon, but you never get attacked.
Yeah.
So, so if your Pokemon are dead, you can just wander around with impunity.
Yeah.
Basically.
Kind of like being in creative.
Yeah. But it was fun.
It was very fun. And it's interesting because there's like size with the Pokemon, and sometimes they would be like tiny, and sometimes different ones would be large. So like we all had, a bunch of us had the same Pokemon we had caught, and like mine was huge, and like Dan's was like super tiny.
And didn't someone's evolve from a huge one into a tiny one?
Yep.
Yeah. When you start, you pick a starter, and Alex's starter. Did he have Oshawott?
I never saw it.
Anyway, for whatever reason, his was gigantic. His was bigger than him. Everyone else's starter was like, it's a little,
Normal size, yeah.
little tiny normal thing.
What did
His looked like a grizzly bear. And I don't know what he named it. It was something like proud of my large son or
It was something like that.
And then, you know, he continues to, I don't want to spoil the series. Anyway, it's good.
It's very good.
It's good. But I was surprised at how much effort and stuff had went into it, because there was a lot more to it than I thought.
You're almost done with your French toast.
I am. Thank you.
Grizzly Watts.
There was also some glitches, but
A few.
it wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't bad.
When Pokemon evolved, my camera went inside of them.
I didn't get one to evolve.
Yeah.
I'm close with my starter.
But so I never got to see it. Anyway. Brandon says, "What a nice mug, Steven. Where could I get it?" Thank you for asking, Brandon. Whoa.
I got it.
Liquid in it.
I know.
Well, I want to drink it.
You can have
They
it
can
back.
see it. They can see me.
But if you had your syrup tube, you could just stick it in the cup and drink it from over there, and it would be slightly syrup
Oh,
flavored.
look what you... No, I gotta have it this way. This is Mel's GTA painting.
Uh-huh.
Did we ever mention that Red Dead is coming to PC?
Yeah, we talked about that last time.
Okay, good. It's coming to PC. There's actually, like, not that people should necessarily pre-order games, but if you actually want to play that game and you want to play it on PC, you should pre-order it, because there's a ton of bonuses they're giving to people. And, like, just saying, if you want to play it when it launches anyway, you should pre-order it. I am actually considering getting it because there's a few missions in the game that aren't in the Xbox version, and I was like, oh man, maybe I should do a few of those. But I mean, I might not. I don't know.
Steven, no.
Is that Drek or Chaz? I can't tell. Chaz is normally the one that stops me from
doing extra work.
From playing through a game a second time to show off one piece of content. I finished the toast.
Good.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Just let it die.
This Let's Play is over.
Is it bean time? I think it's bean time. People are asking for the beans, so I made it bean time.
About 25-30 minutes in, people want the beans. So we give them the beans. Shout out to our patrons. Patreon.com/StephenGeorgeMalmix. We appreciate it, and I am still trying to swallow toast.
You get too big of a bite?
You tried to say bean, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Man, I forget how nice it is to have a cup of tea in the morning. Chess says it's because breakfast stream ends after half an hour. Long face. It's true. It's true. Breakfast stream, was intended originally. But as Fawcett says now, half an hour or so. Half an hour or so.
It's within the same order of magnitude of half an hour.
Yeah.
And I think it was a natural evolution as well. Like when it started, it was like pretty much exactly half an hour. But very quickly it was like, oh, it's 40 minutes. But I don't think we've ever really gone a whole lot past an hour.
No.
Ever. We don't really do that. And also, like Satsy says, it ends whenever I decide to end it. And sometimes we'll go like for 40 or 45 minutes and I'll be like, all right.
Tippy, come here. Hi, precious angel. Come here.
You coming over here? You don't want any syrup. Come here. You have to, you can't really, you could kind of come this way. Okay, you're going to. All right, well then, let's make it so. Come here.
Oh, we got distracted.
It's
Must
because
go sniff the box.
I think it's because that door is never closed.
Oh, yeah.
And it's closed today, and he's like, that's weird.
This is cause for concern.
Mm-hmm.
Pace. Watch him just leave. It'll just be like, I came up to see if the door was closed, and that was it.
People are talking about breakfast stream getting so long it's a full day stream.
That could be fun.
Well, I mean, you could at least make brunch stream, and so that way it extends into lunch.
That wouldn't be too bad. Hold on.
Yeah, I saw what Chess said.
It was leaving. Looking at Cats Off Screen is my favorite TV show. Listen, that's people.
You're watching it.
People know what they sign up for, Chaz. They know. That's usually at least one part of every show.
Chaz is killing it this morning.
I'm not saying that we are necessarily going to get on to like CBS and replace
whatever the morning show is.
Yeah,
the Today Show.
But wouldn't it be so much better if they were looking at Cats Off Screen?
I think people would watch Ryan and Kelly, not say
anymore.
a thing, and just look off screen and be like, "There's some cats you guys can't see," and that's it.
I don't think he's on anymore. I don't know about her.
Is Joan Rivers alive? I don't know. Did she do a morning show? It was like good. It was like Wake Up with Joan. Did I dream this?
Kelly Clarkson has a morning show.
Kelly
Kelly Ripa's Eternal.
Kelly Clarkson?
Chocolate Pikachu says when Chaz was born, he was 1 part man, 12 parts savage.
Sorry, it's just all going up, and then in the middle of all of it, Brandon says, Joan Rivers is dead. And like, I know that I asked for that information, but no one else had said that specifically, so it's not like I was getting it from a lot of people. It's just people talking about stuff, and in the middle, Joan Rivers is dead. And I was like, yikes. Why would you write that? Is it because I asked? 2014? Really? I mean, it's fine. It's fine. She was a firecracker, man. Do you remember
No.
Joan Rivers?
No.
She.
I know her name and her face, but I don't remember anything.
You don't know her
else.
voice?
Maybe.
Darling. She was like. She was
Did
like.
she have a transatlantic accent?
She was like the last. Like, you know, like the old Hollywood era?
Yeah.
That, like, sort of style?
Yeah.
I feel like she was like the last remnant of that. And now that's gone. Now there's like a new Hollywood. You know what I mean? Anyway. I'm not like a huge Joan Rivers fan or anything. Because if I was, I would have known she died 5 years ago. But, it came to me because I was like... Jazz! Young blonde Steven watching and loving Joan Rivers is very on brand. Chaz is on fire. Bob says, if we're talking old actresses, it's amazing that Betty White is still kicking at 97. Yeah, and Betty White had a very different feel from Joan Rivers, too.
I mean, Betty White is going. She's
still working,
I know.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Betty White is eternal. Brandon, Betty White is alive. Brandon, keep me updated on this information.
That we know of.
Yeah. Every day they have to keep the acts up. So someone else has got to get into the Betty White costume. I do wonder, though, when you're working with very, very old actors and actresses, when they do, like, a movie or a show or something, if there is just that concern with, like, the producers where they're like...
This is going to take this many months to film.
Yeah, and they're like, do all of Betty White's scenes first. Because they're just, like, subconsciously worried, like, crap, what if she dies? Because that would be really hard. And you'd probably have to rewrite the movie. Which would be really, difficult.
Jacob says Betty White has her own fountain of youth. I mean, she looks the same, like... She looks amazing.
I mean, yeah, she does look amazing, but you can't say she looks the same. She looks the same as...
She has for, like, the last 30 years.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say, because she was also young
Yeah.
at one point, and she looks different from
No,
then.
she was just permanently looked like she does now.
She
Even as
was
a kid.
born, she looked like she was 97, and everyone's like, she'll grow into it.
Yep.
What would be worse? What would be worse, that or being born in, like, the older you get, you're like in your 90s and you still look like you're 20, and that would be weird too, because then you'd have people hitting on you and be like, I could be your great grandmother, and be like, what?
And no one would believe you when you tried to claim your senior discount.
Yeah. Oh, that would be the worst, because senior people love their discount, and there would be like a 20-year-old looking person, and they'd be like, no. You don't understand.
Look at my driver's license.
I get the $5 meal at Denny's.
When I was in 2nd grade, one of the things we did, and I don't actually know why, is they took us to a retirement home, and we each got assigned someone to go and make a craft with and talk to,
Okay.
like, once a month or something. And the lady I got assigned to, her birthday was on a leap year, so she was only, like, 30-something.
I'm doing some math right
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm trying-
she was
I don't
120.
No. I don't know how old she was. I was in 2nd grade, but I know she was born on a leap year.
But that was her
Yeah.
thing to tell you. Was
Yes.
like, I'm only this old.
Yes.
Break me out. I don't belong here. There's a tranquilizer gun under my bed. I need you to shoot the nurses. Anyway, that's a great video game idea. Yeah, I think that would be an interesting project. Having to go to talk to people that you don't know.
I was a shy child. Very shy. That was very hard for me.
Because, like, no offense to, like, elderly people, because there are some senior people that are, like, super awesome. But then there's also some that they're a little crabby, which is understandable. They're old. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be real crabby when I'm old. I'm
Yeah,
already crabby.
You are.
So, like, what if you got paired up with, Nelson? And Nelson was like, what? And that was it. And you couldn't get him to work with you.
I'm pretty sure they had to sign up to agree to it.
Yeah.
Brandon says, can confirm, work with seniors every day. Yeah. Some are crabby.
My cat visits seniors, so
Yeah. So you've had some experience.
more
being
Amy
around.
because she's the one doing it. But
Sure.
yeah, our cat got trained as a therapy animal, and so he goes and visits like retirement homes and hospice and hospitals and other things. Basically, it's mostly dogs, but some people just like cats, and so we have a cat for that.
Yeah.
You take Maxwell to... Where did Amy just take him? Joanne's?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We also take him to stores, so he'll walk on a leash. And yeah, we just found out that Joanne's Fabrics and Crafts is pet friendly, so we took him.
And he has a bow tie. He's so cute.
That's also an interesting Venn diagram of like pet friendly places and Joanne's Crafts. That's not a mix I would have expected.
Well, so like some hardware stores seem to be pet friendly too.
Mm-hmm. When I worked at Lowe's, people brought their dogs in all the
I
time.
have seen that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That seems like a weekend thing. Like on the weekend, you got your dog and you jump in the truck and say, "We're going to the hardware store," and he just goes with you.
I think it's Harbor Freight, but like one of those stores like that, and they actually have like live chicks, and so and they are pet friendly, so we brought Maxwell in to look at the chicks.
Tractor Supply.
Tractor Supply, that might be it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I've never been in a Tractor Supply, but I have been in a Harbor Freight, and I was like,
Oh yeah, the Tractor Supply.
I was like, Harbor Freight?
one of those stores.
Brandon says, I didn't know Mel worked at Lowe's. It was for 2 months. And then I quit because all the girls were really catty. It was not fun.
I'm sure that was like an experience that was unique to your.
Oh, yeah, my store.
Probably not every Lowe's full
Yeah.
of clicks.
Yeah.
We also like to take Max through drive-thrus because people get very, very excited when a cat comes through the drive-thru.
When I worked drive-thru at Culver's, that would have been my favorite thing. I would have been so excited.
Hey everyone, there's a cat! There's a cat in the drive-through! I know I know that you're speaking from experience. I'm just wondering how many times that exactly has happened.
Multiple. at least 5 with nearly that exact same language. So
We actually saw, it was a few months ago, but we saw a monkey go through the drive-thru.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
We were inside eating, and then we were looking out, and there was a car coming through the drive-thru, and we're like, there's a monkey in there.
And then it spurred this entire, conversation because we were like, what animals are you allowed to own in South Carolina? And it was pretty extensive. There's states really run the gamut on what you're allowed to have, and South Carolina is pretty lax on what you can have. Up until just a few years ago, you could have, tigers. Until finally South Carolina was like, wait, hold on.
I mean, tiger is just a really big cat.
Technically. But I think you can still have monkeys. It's not...
The capuchin. Capuchin?
It's the one that Jim Carrey's was in Ace Ventura.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Incarnated as white tigers? Yeah, there's actually a big cat rescue here because of that.
I don't know about elephants, but maybe. I just remember thinking that it...
Dance party song.
I just remember thinking that it was odd that we were so lax on that. And then other states are super strict. Mm-hmm. And you can have a cat and a dog, and then we'll talk about the rest. And here it's you want a gator? You can take him home. I'm like, okay. We have a lot of gators, though.
There's a girl that I check out every so often on YouTube who has a pet gator up in Minnesota, and they just took him to Petco on a harness and let him pick out a toy. It was great.
That's good.
I mean,
for someone else to do.
She's a reptile expert. She goes to schools with all of her reptiles and does programs. She's not just snake discovery.
Yeah.
That's who that is.
She's not just a crazy person.
Yeah.
She's a crazy professional, basically.
Yes.
So there were no small dogs that went missing at Petco that morning.
Has anyone seen my little Billy? Billy.
Billy, the best dog name.
I was trying to think of a dog name, and the first thing that came was Trousers, and I was like, well, you can't say that because then they'll say, has anyone seen my
No.
trousers? And I was like, Trousers isn't a dog name. And I was like, just think of a people name, and then I said Billy. Billy could be a dog's name.
Oh.
What's a real good dog's name? Riley. That's a dog
That's
name.
a good
Like for a Rottweiler, Riley, that's pretty good.
Rottweiler.
Rottweiler. We have 11 months from Gibnibs, who says, for a long time I thought my neighbors owned a sloth. They may have. I don't know. A sloth? I mean, I don't know anything about sloths, but at least you wouldn't have to worry about it running away. I don't think they can run. I think they just move really slow.
Well, it would start running away, but it would be like 3 inches from where it started. So.
Oh no, he's running away.
If he starts running away, you can be like, I'll stop him tomorrow.
I'm gonna go get lunch.
Yeah. Sloth seems like they'd be kind of fun. I've actually seen a few little like mini documentaries on them and people like caring for them. Not in a house, but in like a zoo type setting. And they seem actually kind of like interesting animals. They spend a lot of time sleeping, as you might imagine. Superbike gives us up to Grandpa Theft Auto. I'd play it. A mod where you're an old person, so you just automatically get away with a lot. Have you ever seen... I don't know if you ever saw the movie now. Well, actually, I never saw the movie. I'm thinking of the skits. Bad Grandpa. Jackass used to do skits where they put Johnny Knoxville in the...
I mean, I've seen some of the skits.
Yeah. The amount of stuff that they would get away with, and they put it in like the Jackass films too. The amount of stuff that they would get away with is insane because he was old.
Yeah.
There was one where he was in a convenience store and he was just stealing. Like he was just going around and just, but like very obvious, like, I need these for later. And he was like just doing this, and like the clerk was like, sir. But then like instead of calling the cops, he felt bad because he's like so old. And he'd be like, sir, please. What? No, I brought this. It was just, I was impressed. I was like, if you look real old, and you're walking real slow, and people aren't threatened by you, it's amazing what will happen. And then also 12 months from Girl with Hat. A year of supporting Grandpa and Grandma on Twitch. Also, hi, Paul. Hi. Lots of hi, Pauls.
Kepi.
Thank you, and congrats on an entire year. Brandon says, Sir Steven in 10 years.
What? You put coleslaw in the salad? Why?
They're building a new retirement community
Oh,
nearby.
thanks.
I'll visit.
Would you? Would you, though?
I'll get Kepi certification and then we'll visit.
Okay.
I'll bring Max.
Oh, look at Kepi.
Oh, that is a happy boy. He's a happy boy. Can they see him, or is the surfer away? Oh, they can see him. He's a good cat. So today's actually going to be... Today's going to be good. Because after we do lunch, we're actually going to come back here with people and just hang out and play games and do stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it. It's kind of like today's basically a day off. But it's the best kind of day off because we have company, we have other people coming over, and we're just going to like play games and stuff all day. So,
And I have a day off too. So.
yeah.
But I had to take vacation time for mine. So.
Yeah. It would be a lot harder if you weren't taking the day. Like you were here, but you like had a laptop and you're like, I have to click all these buttons. Or you had to play like Microsoft Flight Sim.
Mm-hmm.
That was part of your job requirements. Is we have to do this.
I've got to keep my skills sharp.
How close are the Sims to Microsoft Flight Sim? Are they like kind of close?
Well, depends what you mean by a sim. So in the commercial world, there are lots of different levels of flight sim, and
Sure.
like down towards the lower end are actually not too far off. Where it's just basically a game on a computer, and you can practice some things, but you just can't take credit for actually flying.
Sure.
And then it goes up to just better, and we've got some lower level.
You're not petting me.
Yeah, and then we got some like intermediate level sims that are like, you know, like a dozen or 15 touch screens, like with every single switch and button like all in the right place, but it's still all touch screens, and then all the way up to like what you would imagine, which is the full motion.
Yeah.
You know, you actually get inside and fly
feels
the
like
thing, and
it.
it feels like you're flying.
So someone playing like the newest Microsoft Flight Sim as a starting point
It's
for
not-
interest is actually pretty good.
It's not a bad starting point. So
Yeah, I know that I've asked Austin that question too, and then he was saying similar stuff about flying. Like, yeah, like that's actually a pretty good start.
mm-hmm.
People were saying that Kep was very concerned that there was not pets happening.
Cap, look at all the fur.
Yeah, he sheds a lot.
He's like, don't worry about it. Keep petting. More pets, please.
I will.
Yeah, he'll stop you. He'll just grab you and be like,
See his paw going biscuits.
Yeah, Kep also has no, like, thought about his claws. So he will, like, Sagan is really good about not
Hurting,
digging,
yeah.
Oh
digging
yeah, I
into
feel
people.
a little poke with his dew claw there, but
Yeah. Sagan, like, if he rests his paw on you, he'll never do that. Kepler just doesn't even think about that part. He's just like, whatever. This is what love is. This is how I express this. Got 12 months from Dale Damien, who says, huzzah for 12 months. Here's to another awesome year. Hope y'all have a great day. Thank you, Dale.
you got first 20 flight simulator. I don't think we could let you film, but that would be fun.
I mean, that would be neat. I would be willing to do a first 20 on Microsoft Flight Sim.
That could be fun.
I bet I would not land the plane. I remember as a kid having some sort of flight simulator demo or something on an old computer I had. And, like, I got the plane off the ground, but when it was time to come back, it was just like,
Landing is harder.
bam.
But well, so actually, when we did Moon Party and I went out and visited Alex and Haley first, we went to the Southern Museum of Flight in Birmingham there.
Oh, yeah, there
Yeah.
is one there.
And they had a bunch of flight simulators, just like
Oh,
little
okay.
booths set up with like a big old screen and a throttle and stick and everything. So you could,
Yeah.
again, relatively lower fidelity, but still not a bad little
Representation.
flight simulator. Yeah.
Next time we visit.
I was at the museum or something once, or maybe it was just like a kids activity center or something, but it had like a flight sim type thing. I crashed a plane there too. I don't crash a plane in GTA, but it seems easier to land in GTA because all you really have to do is slow down with your wheels out. and that's it.
It's easier to land in GTA than in the real flight sim. Although, I guess it just really depends on what your definition of land is.
I got to the ground.
Yep.
I
Technically, number of landings always equals number of takeoffs for a sufficiently loose definition of land.
It depends if you get caught on something. If you get caught on something like if you land,
You
No.
will get to the ground eventually.
Yeah, I guess
one
you
way or
will.
another.
Don't let Steven drive a plane. I don't plan on driving a plane.
Flying.
Yeah, flying. That also. You driving or flying a plane. You can technically drive a plane as long
Yeah.
as you're not leaving the ground.
hmm
I probably wouldn't be good at.
Well, and I had a
either of them.
boarding pass for a bus once. I think I told you about that, right? Did I?
I don't think so.
I had a trip where I was flying from Wichita Falls, Texas, with a layover in Dallas to go back home. And Wichita Falls, it's pretty close to Dallas. The flight got canceled, and so American Airlines literally just called up a local taxi company, got like 5-10 passenger vans instead of the 50-seat aircraft, and just had the taxi company drive us all to Dallas Fort Worth to get our connecting flights. But the best part was they still gave us an updated boarding pass for that flight. So I have a screenshot of my app with the boarding pass of American Airlines flight 9000 whatever, operated by a bus. I had a seat number.
That's pretty incredible.
Let's see if
I
can
doubt
find
many.
that boarding pass.
I doubt many people have had an opportunity to experience that exact scenario. Airbus with a literal bus.
Seat number shotgun.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, especially since the cockpit is always locked off, so it's like, I can see the person flying this bus. A flying bus? Is Chaz still here? Don't let Steven drive a... I could probably drive a bus.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to get the image on screen.
If you post it on Discord.
Yeah, if you take a picture and then you just post the picture into, like, image dump,
Okay.
the mods will pick it up.
Let me go ahead and do that.
Hit me, bus driver.
Hello, I am bus driver. I think the saddest thing is that if I mention that sort of thing, the percentage of people here that understand what I'm talking about, that get that reference, that have seen that old content, is like 1%. So there's like 300 people, so like 3 people, and one of them is Chaz. Chaz, and then I'm going to say Satsy. Who else is from the old Starman days?
There you go.
Operated by a bus.
Operated by a bus. I thought the operated by a bus was just you saying that for a fact. The fact that it was actually on the boarding pass
Yes.
was incredible. Wow. Yeah. Anyway. So
I had a huge like existential crisis about whether I should include that flight in my flight log or not.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it took the place of a flight.
Yeah,
It just wasn't in the air.
Yeah, I eventually decided no because the wheels never left the ground. But
If only you would have hit like a bump really hard.
yep,
We technically flew for a very small amount of time. Pogo Nerd says the bus itself operates it, not a person. Your driver today is the bus. Just trust the bus.
oh yeah, there you go, Magic School Bus. Yeah, I wish we had that bus. No, it was just like a taxi van, but
Oh man. Yeah, that's amazing. I wonder if there's some other weird circumstances like that. Like people getting strange tickets for things. But also, just, how often does it happen where people end up...
Needing to get a bus.
Yeah, like where the airline is like, we're sorry, enjoy this bus ride. Like, how common is that?
I mean, it's happened to me once out of about 850 flights I've taken so far. So
Probably very...
not very
infrequent.
often, but
Yeah, that seems strange. Anyway, trying to think what there is happening
This
today.
week?
Yeah. So
Tomorrow's Link's Awakening.
today is Link's Awakening VOD,
Yes.
the last one of the first
Set.
recording session, and then tomorrow we'll be doing Link's Awakening live again,
Uh-huh.
and
I thought Kepler was licking your arm for a second. But
Yeah,
it's
he's
his
getting
a little
foot
bit.
on your arm. Kippy.
what? How's it going?
So polite.
And then I think what the other thing is.
My stuff should be out this weekend. My new video. My new color mixing video.
That's this weekend?
Yeah.
We're
It's
halfway
already,
through October?
yeah, it's the 10th.
I didn't know we were halfway through October. Okay.
See?
And then probably maybe by early next week, you'll see vlogs start to just kind of come out very quickly.
Steven's going to throw them
And
at
Chaz
you.
says I should promote Extra Life, and yes, I should. I can't believe we're this far into October.
Yeah.
Oops, that was a bad. November 2nd, all day, starting at noon, all day. November
Noon
2nd.
until we can't go anymore.
Noon Eastern. We are
Until the
doing
computer melts.
Yeah, like last
until
year.
yeah, hopefully no melting this year. Extra Life. Extra Life, Extra Life, Extra Life.
Did you get warm? You fell.
I meant to do that.
So make sure that if you're interested in joining us that day, like if you have work, you ask for the day off, etc., please be sure to spread the word. Any of the mods were posting the link. You can actually you can start donating. I need to finish that page. because it's not finished. It doesn't have any good information, but you can donate to a game. Just make sure when you post that you include a GameCube game. But you can start doing that. Yeah. There's a lot of juggling going on. But yeah, I need to actively start promoting. I talked about that on Tuesday.
Make it a reminder. Tell your phone.
Okay. I'll do it Friday afternoon, probably. Hey Siri, remind me Friday at 3 p.m. to promote Extra Life. Okay. I'll do it then, I promise. And I'll do my best not to break the computer. I have faith in the stream box. I'm very hopeful.
Just put it in the refrigerator.
I got to test some other stuff with the stream box too, because we had a little stuttering on the first 20 stream, and I think it was on my end. I think I can fix that. So I'll be working towards doing that. You poor thing. What's she doing to you?
Can they see his arms?
Probably, yeah. What are they doing? What's she doing? Goodness. Anyway. So we're going to wrap it up there. Paul, thanks for joining us this morning.
You're welcome. Thank you for
Appreciate
hosting
it.
me
And
giving me a cat. He is mine now.
thanks for giving Kepler plenty of attention, because Kep appreciates it. And, if you don't, he'll apparently just grab you and be like, hey, what are you doing? For everyone else, thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, we'll be back with Link's Awakening. And there's there's a new series Saturday. That's exciting
that's
too.
this weekend.
Oh yeah. In fact, I think I have it uploaded. I don't have it scheduled yet. Yeah, if you're that curious about it, stay tuned to Stephen Plays and poke around the playlist, because that'll spoil it. That's a good way to spoil it for yourself. But yeah, it's gonna be great. Mal had never played it before, and the first episode is a little rough on Mal. She gets better. Yeah, anyone going into the first episode, just understanding, Mal gets better. But that first one was rough. Yeah. It was rough. All right. Thanks for watching. We will see you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. for, I almost said breakfast stream, Link's Awakening.